All right. Good morning, America. I overslept a little bit. Uh, did have a little bit of time to take a quick look at what was going on around the market. As you can see, Ford was doing something kind of funky, but it's coming back. Kind of happy about that. We'll talk about Ford in a little bit. User, I don't have no idea what it's doing. EPIX might be making another entry point in there. That pullback right there did that a few times throughout the day. As a matter of fact, I'll just switch you guys over to the big screen. Sorry, I had to get control of my box here. So here's EPIX. This pullback was something that happened a few different times. During this pullback, yeah, some volume was traded, but overall, I'm not worried about it. I actually think it consolidating a little bit before the market opens could be a good thing. So that's one I'm looking at forward. Let's take a quick look at that. The earnings call, I mean, some news sites are actually reporting it as a bad thing. I actually think Ford was expecting a lower profit, but they were above where they were expecting, or where their estimations were. Whenever you're developing a new technology or process, you're going to lose some money. So even though that they canceled it, that they're not losing any more money. If anything, I don't think it was a bad thing. I don't think it was bad. Now let's take a look at user. A 7,000 trade made that change, and everybody else is believing the new price. So whoever bought right here could have literally just bought 17,000, 18,000 shares, and then started selling it little by little at this outrageous pricing. So they were bought by a private equity firm. Excuse me. Alright. Good morning to the one viewer that's watching. I'm just kind of 17,000 shares were bought. The price was ran up to the 747. Now a bunch of shares were traded. A lot more than that were actually bought at that point. I don't trust this stock. That seems like too much of a bait. Alright. So now that we know we don't like that one stock, we got, gotta move that down on my way. Alright. So this one stock, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it could be dangerous. Like, lose your money dangerous. So, uh, shop, that's kind of interesting. Hey, somebody was just talking about this last night in my live feed when we're doing YouTube. Not YouTube, the Ford earnings call. It's going up. Nothing's really popping on that list. A-Bark. Possible. As you can see, it has a nice upward trend. It's a pullback, but that could go off. The volume is going up. I would like to see it break closer to maybe 3. So that way it's, it recouped this whole bit right here. Definitely going to keep an eye on what this stock does. Just go ahead and close that. So let's take a look at what's moving 10% above the 20-day moving average. That's definitely going to be above the 20-day moving average, or 10 moving average. Navita again. Oil and gas, USA. So with the gas shortage, this could be a very good investment. So yeah, with the oil and gas shortages, that could be very good. Sorry that my stream keeps pausing. I just noticed it wasn't streaming very well. I need a shave. Alright. So WTI. I might like that as just a flat out investment. Nothing's really kind of popping off to me right now. Let's take a look at the things that were on my list already. So, Carnival, kind of, maybe. I mean, it went down, opened pretty well. It's opening kind of okay. BBBY. I mean, that might not be too bad. Epix, we already talked about that. Real is starting like this uptrend, but I don't like Real right this minute. I don't want real estate. Yeah, that's really it. There's really nothing that's looking too good. Except User was making looks like it's rounding down, and frankly there's some pressure on it. The morning market. Let's make sure we got a good pressure on that. Oil and gas. Oil and gas is looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I like this. Rum is looking. I mean, I got kicked out of rum right in this area, and of course, right after it goes right back up. I didn't lose any money. Oh, 2000's locked in on my quantity. Let's pull that back out. So rum is again continuing on a pretty good bull run. I wish I stayed in rum a little bit longer, but you know, sometimes you have to try to capture profits when you can. Alright. Let me check over here. No, that's not the sign. Alright. GovX. Yeah, not doing anything. EPIX. Oh, we hit a high of 650. Not bad. Let's check forward. So forward. We're gonna be gapping down to, you know, right there. Is Ford going to go I mean, we could already see there's some quite a few shares already traded on Ford. It's kind of already above the water, so to speak. Will I sell out? Ooh. So I'm basically at 11.9. We'll say $12. So we'll capture profit at 12.40. So we'll do it 39. So we'll sell half. One at 40, one at 29. If it goes lower than that, if it goes all the way down here, it's going to go low. So we'll put one there And you can see 55 people are wanting to buy in right here. So yeah, I think that's the game plan right there. I'll be losing some profit, a lot of profit actually, if it hits all those sell points. Let's take a look at GM. GM is already, it's gapping up. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out for right now. Move that down to there. Yeah. I don't want to sell my Ford stock, but okay, we're moving in the right direction. We're getting back up into 1280. The volume is there. Alright, I'm not seeing anything else popping up right this second. So, I'm already in the hole today. So, if we can't pull ahead on Ford, that's 0.07. It's because of Ford. So we're not too far behind. We got to come up 28 bucks. So we're gonna try to aim for that 28 bucks in some kind of trade to cover that dip, which might be Carnival. Carnival is already, you know, popping up a little bit. CCL. So see, it's already popping. So the game plan right this second, for the first few minutes of the market open, I'm going to allow for everything to move. I'm just going to be watching Ford. I want to make sure this upward trend continues. I mean, it's been holding. Are we going to 13 today? I hope. If we do, it's going to be good news. If we go below 12, it's going to be bad news. Ford is going up. Right this second. It's getting pushed down. It's going up. It's kind of doing a little bit of everything. Let's see. Here's Ford. So, decent amount of shares coming in right now. Kind of getting below the water. I want to get above that. There's a lot of people selling. Looks like we're going to get above it. Is it going to stay above? That's going to be the next question. Oh man, it's a fight. There's definitely shorts. I don't know about you, but this part right here can be very interesting. Carnival is doing good. Yeah, so is user. Alright, so we're above the big point right the second. But Ford, there's so much movement. Like, this is a lot of movement. Alright. It looks like it's going to be a good day on Ford. Those shorts are going to have to start covering or double down. The 5-minute chart still looks good. Carnival's pulling back. GovX just popped a little bit. User starting to go down. Half expected it. So, user, doji, it's red. It's right at the borderline. Carnival, let's pull back about halfway. 4 minutes in. Ford, about to hit the first alarm at 13. Epix, it's not really doing what I would want it to do. But it was an afternoon runner, so we could see an afternoon run. Got a little bit of a tail on Ford now. Let's go ahead and just zoom in. But it's still looking pretty darn strong. So, you know, it pulled back to, you know, there. I'm not worried about it. I'm glad I didn't panic sell like some of these people down here. Oh no, don't do that. Oh wow. Oh, we don't want that. Looks like there's more selling pressure than buying pressure. Yep. Looks like it reversed some. We're on a new 5-minute candle. It's not looking fantastic. Should I move my one sell up? Just in case it breaks way low, I want to try to capture more of this profit. That's still giving it plenty of room to work though. Hopefully. Let's take a look at yesterday's. So yesterday it did go all the way down to there. Then it pulled back up. Pulled up fairly well. That was early morning trade. That was pre. We'll move that to there because it may need that wiggle. It may need some of that room. You can see it dips down quite low, but then it can recover. So that would be half of my shares. And the game plan would be to buy back in lower. So Ford is officially having a red day. See, it's officially having a red day. I mean, that can happen. Like, this was a red day, red day, red day, red day, but all recovered and turned into a pretty nice green day. SP 500. Oh, Amazon took a pretty good hit. GM is pulling ahead. Tesla, Ford is the only one that's not doing very great. I'm feeling a little bearish, not happy about it, but overall everything seems to be showing good. We had a reversal that was trying, it was rejected. We're getting close to my sell point. I decided to move that up because if it keeps going lower, I would want to buy back in. I already gave it, from 90 all the way down to 60. So 30 cents. There's the first one. It looks like it might be recovering. Of course, I hit my one stop loss. I should have moved it up, but oh well. I'm not seeing anything else really working. So, selling, I'm not worried about it. We could be sitting near the top, unfortunately. With that earnings call, we might see a lowering, so I might be selling a few shares. As a matter of fact, I'll throw one right there. That being down quite a bit. Because we're quite underneath the water right now. So, if it goes down, hits these stop losses, that just means that I'll be buying back in lower, hopefully below 11.9. So that would be a drop. That's way down there. But before it gets to that point, I would want to sell out. The 5-minute candle is looking better. It's green. Trying to make an upward trend. We'll see if that continues. If it starts to break above here, I might buy back in. Yeah, I would technically lose a little bit of money doing that, because I sold down here and then I bought back in up here. But the important thing is I sold where I still made profit. So if I buy back in with 100 shares, that just acts as its own new trade. Depends on how you want to look at it. Alright, well, Ford looks like it's going to do its own thing. Honestly, today might be a very short broadcasting day. I really don't see anything. I don't feel like trading. I don't feel like trading anything that I'm seeing. So I may end up playing a game, watching TV, watching YouTube or something. Just have this, up in the background, so if I see something change, I can act on it. A user is trading dead flat. user, I can almost guarantee you is either going to trade flat throughout the rest of the day or go down. It went up over just 17,000 shares, and that was it. There's literally no reason for that. Yeah, I was actually already looking at Rumble earlier. Um, so, yesterday, I got kicked out of it at this point. Whoops, wrong way. I'd set stop loss like right here, if I remember correctly. Because it went up, and then I decided to set a stop loss to where if it went down too low, I would capture some of that profit, wouldn't lose any money. And sure enough, it decided to go straight up. But I mean, even if you take out that right there, let's just go to the 5-minute. So honestly, I mean, if you did go to draw a line where it's trying to, where you're trying to capture this right here, where I think you should, that would be below. So where I set the stop loss would have been a correct area, so to speak. But it did recover. And I'm just kind of like following these boxes right here. So really would like to see it for it to follow that some general trend line. You would need to see it hitting 11 or 10 to kind of follow that same trajectory by the end of today. Potentially. Ford is the big stock for me today. It's going back down. I mean, I kind of feel more confident in my sell point that I put in. Whenever you sell down here and you see it barely touches and then goes green right after, you're kind of like, I don't want to say kicking yourself in the ass, but you're kind of kicking yourself in the ass. Man, Ford opened up pretty good today. Honestly, if it gets past 11, I think a good target would be 12. But it has already went all the way down to 960 today. It's trading above, or it's trading below 1032. This is where a lot of shares were traded at. So, because it's blue, I kind of count this like water. So the stock is kind of already under the water. So for it to get back above this point is going to take quite a few shares. And then if these people here who bought at this point start selling, it's going to really push this price down. And you can see there's people stacking up. So the one thing that sucks is you can't see the stop losses. Like, you can't see where people set their stop loss. So if these people are stacking up down here to stop any losses, it can cause a rapid sink. Very rapid. And I don't really see any major area where they're building a lot of support again, other than right here, probably on that candle. And here. I mean, it'd be hard to say. But I would say set your stop loss. You're going to want to try to make some profit. I mean, I just hit another stop loss on Ford, and I really didn't want to sell my Ford. But I mean, Ford had a better deal here than Rum. But I got in down here at 1182 after that last share I just sold. So I got in right here. And so I'm already capturing profits now because this is sinking quite low. Now, it could sink really low and then go right back up the next day. I mean, you just don't know. I mean, it's already sitting below 10. Seems like it's going to be a red day for Rumble. Honestly, it seems like it's going to be a red day for a lot of things. I'm feeling bearish. 55% of the people that are voting are feeling bullish. I'm feeling definitely bearish. A few things moving here, but you're welcome. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any trades today. I might just be managing Ford. If I do take any trades, it's going to be kind of small. Market just seems a little I don't know how to explain it. Iffy. Let's actually take a quick look at this one right here. AGFS. It's had some decent climbs already. If it can get above this right here, we might see a run. So I would want to see getting above, probably make a new high for today. And I don't think it's going to do it because it's already starting to get underwater. So unless a lot of buyers come in and start pushing it, it's just going to get more and more underwater. A lot more buyers did come in on that down candle, but is it going to be enough to push it back up? I don't know. I'll kind of keep an eye on that one over here, but we got view sitting a little under the water. I had a decent climb already. It did jump up quite quick, but then it's coming back down. I think there could be some selling pressure, but that's not predictable. I don't like that. I don't like when it shoots straight up and then right back down. I'd rather it have a smaller tail, go down, and then have like a more of a predictable movement, not rapid, not like that rapid. And this is one of the big movers for today. It's a 40% climb. Can't short it, or not on Thinkorswim. It's HTB or hard to borrow. You can see that right here. On like Ford, it'll be easy to borrow. So you could try to short it, but you're probably going to get a message saying, you know, unable to borrow the shares to, you know, short it. Honestly, if I shorted Ford after sold here, you know, my 400 shares, and then shorted another 400 shares, God, I would have been doing pretty good today. Whoops. Wrong button. I was using my mouse pad. Yeah, I could have done that and then bought right back in down here, and I would have had a lower price overall average. I would have been down in a 10-cent range because I would have captured all that profit up there, and then, oh wait, no, it would be low 11 cents. You know, if rum goes back down to that, I may buy a little bit myself. Yeah, if it goes back down towards 7, I probably would buy it, put a stop loss at 6-7. Take a 6-7, maybe 6-8. A staggered loss, because it could have a great upswing, but I would go in it with a low share count. I would not go in with a high share count. What is GM doing? GM's having a red day too. So I don't have any GM stock. I've thought about buying some, but I was wanting to wait for a lowering price. Not near the top. It could go higher, it could go lower. I would want to see an entry kind of like this. Or, of course, this. If I'd saw this, I probably would have bought. And then I probably would have sold it here. Probably bought back in here on this candle. And then I probably would be selling it again. Again, it's easy to know what you're going to do when you see the candle. It's a completely different story when you can't see the candle. But that's just where you have to set some guide rules. Like, I'm about to sell another 100 shares if it keeps going. I'm at 39. It's going to keep sinking. I don't have any belief that this is going to bounce back. I doubt it. It's too far in the hole. The shorts are just going to keep shorting it. They're probably going to try to push it all the way down to here. Tomorrow might be a decent day. I got 200 shares of it. I'm just going to be $100 in the hole. On the day. $100 in the hole on the day. But that is gonna push my account value down because I'm not capturing all those profits. But oh well. EPIX is doing something now. Potentially. Oh, Ford is starting to break back above the sinkage. 3.7 million shares there. Really need to get above that. Anyway, this is where I'm going to log off. I'm done trading for the day as of right now. If I do any trades, I'll let you guys know what those are tomorrow. I got profits locked in. That's all I care about. If I end up selling out this next 100 here, I probably won't sell the other 100. I probably will keep that, even if it completely sinks down to the 11.9, because just say 12.66 minus 11.9 equals 76 cents. 76 times by 100 shares is only $76. Could have easily done that math without needing a calculator, but I'll be willing to risk the $76. I've captured more profit than that. I don't think it's going to dip that low, so I'm not going to be worried about it. We're already fighting this back. Is it going to stay? I don't know. We got to get above this here. That's a possibility. It's happening. No, I'm not going to buy back in right now. Just because it's just been kind of funky. We did just break above it. In the span of, 5 minutes. Wow. I was not expecting that. These green bars might be kind of hard for you guys to see. I'm going to try to figure out how I can make these green bars solid. I just noticed that could be quite hard to see on the screen. Here comes the shorts. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to log off for today. I'm just going to keep an eye on a few things. HTCR. This is a company out of Japan, technology. Just kind of came out of nowhere in the last few minutes. Volume is increasing. A lot of people are now coming in on it. That can cause a price to go up. It's NTB, so you can't short it. Am I losing money today? I think so. We'll give it a little bit of wiggle room. At that price, I'm still not super worried. Now I'm getting worried. It's done it before and then recovered. So what I might do is I might buy another 1,000 here in a second. That'll bring my overall price down to 2.2. It can double my losses though. I'm hovering over this button. We got buyers coming in now. Yeah, see, today it's just not my day. Ford is going up. Ford is going to be breaking a new high for today. I'm done. Watch this. This stock is gonna pull a good run right after I sell. It's just gonna go bloop. We looked at view and it wasn't doing much at the time. Alright, I'm done. Have a good one. I'm out.